Grant, hang on. Not too many people are going to do what you do. Our audience wants to know how to get started right now.
Okay.
So please be respectful to our audience, okay?
우리는 정보의 홍수 시대에 살고 있습니다. 많은 경제적 자유를 이룬 비즈니스 그루들이 유튜브와 책 등 각종 매체를 통해 수많은 정보를 우리에게 전달해주고 있습니다. 이러한 정보의 홍수 속에서 과연 자신만의 철학을 세우고 원칙대로 행하는 사람이 몇 명이나 있을까요? 여러분 모두 경제적 자유, 재테크 분야에 대부분 관심이 있으실 겁니다. 오늘 영상의 주인공인 부자 아빠 가난한 아빠의 저자 로버트 기요사키와 억만장자 그랜트 카돈 두 사람 모두 경제적 자유를 이룬 유명한 비즈니스 그루입니다. 하지만 이 둘은 서로 다른 투자 원칙을 가지고 경제적 자유를 이뤄냈습니다. 두 사람 간의 부동산 투자에 대해 갑론을박하는 장면을 잠시 보겠습니다.
So let me say this much is the easy part is raising the money. The hard part is managing the property. And I think that's what people forget because when Kim and I first started out, the managing a property is the biggest business of all. But it also, if you're just a mom and pop, you can only manage so many properties. So what is the secret to going from a small investor to managing, let's say, 150 units at a time?
Well, I would say, first of all, just skip the small stuff and go buy big deals. Even if you have to collaborate with somebody else to do the big deals always work better than little deals. Multifamily, as you guys know, it's all about math. It's multifamily. It's not one unit or two units.
But you make a good point, Grant, because if you're going to start, so I started with a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath house because that's how I learned. But if you're going to start with a big deal, then I would say you want to definitely have an experienced, knowledgeable partner in that. You're
not going to get the deal. You're not going to get, in this market, you're not going to get the deal if you don't have the experience.
Yeah, exactly.
So like even in the 26 unit and 30 unit and 80 unit deals, you're going to pay a premium so heavy today to get that deal. This is so competitive now. There's so much money chasing this yield.
No, that's Grant, hang on one second. I'm being very clear with people. I don't recommend that at all.
Uh-huh.
If you cannot manage a property, you don't know the legals, the ins and outs, because you have a contract with your renter. And if you don't perform on your contract and also the renter tears your property up, so just say you can just go and buy a 150 unit apartment house, you can do that, but there's not many people who can. My point here, everybody, I want you to hear this with me. The raising of the money is the easy part, especially today. It's managing the property and making it turn a profit for the long term, and also protecting the asset with the legal contracts is where people fall down.
Yeah, and look, when everything's good, but your COVID hits, you're going to find out if you're a manager or not.
Exactly.
Well, we don't manage properties.
Yeah, I don't either. Like, I don't manage my properties, but somebody's got to manage the manager.
And that's what I'm saying is in my opinion, it's easy to raise money today.
Yeah.
So to say to somebody to buy, a 400 unit apartment house and just manage it, I think they're going to, be the skip of the Titanic. Yeah. So I just want to be clear that our message here, Grant, your message is probably different than ours, but to me is the management of the property and making it turn a profit is the hard part today. The raising the money is easy. There's a lot of financing for it. People are going to throw their money at you.
Yeah. I don't know how, I don't know that I'd say it's easy. We've raised $700 million. You still got to manage people, phone calls, like it's not, when you say it's easy, it's not easy. Like we do it with no ads, Robert. No, I haven't spent any. I think I spent 50 grand in ads for 700 million. No brokers, no middlemen. I still got to get a message out, right? So the hard part of real estate today for me is getting the deal. Like,
I don't agree with that.
It's even getting control of an asset. Like when I'm competing today, we're buying a deal in Fort Lauderdale, it's $230 million. Like who's going to buy that deal? It's a handful of names, AIG, Blackstone, JP, Goldman. Like these are big monster $1 trillion companies, not $1 billion companies. And, the thing they can't do that I can do is they cannot write a check the day they look at the deal. They can write a check for the whole amount 3 weeks from now. I can't close with all cash in $250 million, but I can go hard with 2 million today. And they can't do that because of their fiduciary responsibility. So these big guys that we're competing with today, Like if you can't move fast, you're not going to get the asset, as you know.
Yeah, Grant, hang on. Not too many people are going to do what you do. Our audience wants to know how to get started right now.
Okay.
So
Okay.
please be respectful to our audience, okay? Any comments, or Kim?
Well, I was actually, my question to Grant was, how did you get started? Because you started with nothing, as we did. How did you get started? How did you get into that whole real estate game?
Yeah, I got started with one unit, like the same way, like, and I'm not being disrespectful to anybody. I'm telling your audience they're better off partnering with somebody on a big deal than going one unit by yourself. Because the problem with one unit is when they move out, as you know, you're 100% vacant. And all of a sudden real estate starts to hit some new reality.
So you would start with 500 units at a shot, first deal?
I started with one unit.
No, but are you recommending they partner with somebody on a 500 unit deal?
I would at 1,000%.
Wow.
So
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's a different strategy, because we want
wouldn't do
people to
that.
get the knowledge and the experience and the education that goes with the hands-on management. That's our philosophy.
Yeah, we just don't do that.
I would tell people the best thing for them. I don't think you have to go 500 units the first time, but 200 is a great number. And I would tell people the first thing they should do with real estate is invest in real estate to learn it. Then start learning about it, because if you want to play the Bitcoin game, go buy some Bitcoin first. Too many people out there are learning and never actually make an investment.
Okay, so hey, we got to go for a break. Look, I just want to be everybody clear on this. Grant recommends buying a large unit to start with. We do not. And so I just want to be clear on here is that what he's saying is that Kim and I do not recommend, yet you should listen to him.
대부분 경제적 자유를 이룬 성공한 인물들은 자산을 늘려나갔다는 공통점이 있습니다. 여러분들은 자산의 증식에 어떤 방식을 선호하고 계신가요? 영상에서 보시다시피 두 사람의 자산 증식 방법에는 차이가 있습니다. 로버트 기요사키는 굉장히 신중한 투자자입니다. 큰 무리를 하지 않고 안정성을 추구하여 리스크를 최소화하면서 천천히 부를 증식하는 방식에 가깝습니다. 반면 그랜트 카도는 과감한 투자자입니다. 큰 금액을 과감하게 베팅하고 대규모 사이즈 딜에 돈을 태우는 방식을 선호하죠. 어느 것도 정답이라 할 수 없습니다. 하지만 한 가지 분명한 사실은 이 두 사람 모두 자신만의 비전, 원칙, 전략, 방법을 가지고 흔들림 없이 꾸준히 도전하고 실행해 왔다는 점입니다. 여러분들은 단순히 돈을 버는 방법론에만 치우쳐서 돈을 버는 전략을 놓치진 않으셨는지요? 전략에 집중하는 사이에 돈에 대한 원칙을 놓치진 않으셨는지요? 어쩌면 원칙에 얽매여 내가 원했던 원대한 비전을 상실하지는 않으셨는지요? 한번 스스로를 되돌아보시는 계기가 되었으면 합니다.